Hey guys, how's it going? Greg with Wash Wrench Garage. We are in the Escape heading toward Polk, Franklin area. We're going to work on a Austin Mini. Very different color. You're going to have to check it out. So stick around. We got a little bit of carb tuning to do on it. Try to. Or a buddy of mine. So let's get to it.
Out of Pennsylvania run, grease and sparks they mingle. Old rhymes, hard and tune, ringing classics back to jingle. R6 and Spitfire roll, every bolt and nut story. Ring repair, he'll restore it and sweat the daily glory. Lost bits garage the name, engine roars and metal flames, turning rust into the vein with every beat the shall obey. Welding fast and steady hand, rusty brains now gleaming new. With his touch they rise and stand, rolling free through skies of blue. Camera captures every scene from the sharp chaotic dance. Step by step keeping machines in the game another chance.
You know, we made it. We made it to Jim's place. That's Jim.
Hi.
And we are working on his Mini. You're going to have to check this thing out. We already got it fired up, did a little timing on it. I did a little carb adjustment. It has the DCOE 45s with a supercharger. He just had this motor completely rebuilt, gone through, transmission, the whole 9 yards. Fresh build, but you're going to like this thing. So I'm going to turn you around and we're going to do a little walk around of the vehicle, and then we'll chat with Jim a little bit about it, and I even ask him some questions as we're walking around it. Okay guys, check this out. What year Mini did you say this is?
The 1963 Austin Mini panel van.
Panel, yep. Why does it say Richard Petty Enterprises on it?
Actually, this was restored by Richard Petty in North Carolina. Richard Petty purchased the vehicle in 1997, and he restored it, and it sat in Richard Petty's museum for approximately 15 to 17 years.
Yeah, and you've seen it up on a car sale,
yeah,
auction site, or
they put it on consignment at a dealership, and I went down to North Carolina and I purchased the vehicle.
Yeah, I tell you what, this thing, before he even put the supercharger, VMAX, VMAX Scat, is that how that pronounced?
VMAX
SCART. Supercharger with a DCOE 45 side Weber. It's been bored 40 over.
40 over.
Dish pistons, because he did go with the compression plate with 2 head gaskets, and it leaked like a sieve when he first fired it. So they redid it and changed the pistons to drop the compression, because once you go that route, you know, with the blower or turbo or anything, you need to drop compression. But we had it up and running and found out that his timing is off. So we need to pull the distributor, and it's way too advanced. We need to pull that, remove it a tooth, put it back in, and see where we're at. But this thing, I love this thing. We went to our club car show up in Erie, and this thing just scoots. It just rips. And I could just imagine what it's going to do with the blower on it.
Open the back door.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's a little different than last time.
Oh, you changed it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, before you didn't have to carpet, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you recarpeted, and now you got a hell of a system. Damn.
Yep.
What kind of wattage you pushing with that?
That I'm not sure. There's a lot. And I just bought, before my tire would fit under the seat,
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you pulling that out.
and now that I changed the seats, it won't fit under there.
Oh, okay. So you changed.
So I just sat it back here, and I had a friend of mine make me a tire cover out of the carpet,
Sweet.
so it matches.
Matches the rest of the interior.
Just like
Yeah.
to sit back there and float around.
Yeah, and let's open up the side door here. You guys gonna like this?
Yeah, that's the.
Hey, steering wheel. It's on the wrong side. No. But yeah, I like those seats. Who's the maker of those?
Oh, you would ask.
Those Recaro?
No, it's on
No?
the other. You know what those seats are out of? Those seats are for. They're Ace Racing seats.
H Racing.
Ace
Racing. Okay.
Card Aces.
Yep.
Racing seats. They're for a four-wheeler. Or for a side-by-side.
Side by side. That's sweet. Yeah. And there's a system over there on the dash. Carbon fiber dashboard. This thing is sweet.
Yeah, I put that on. That's just the covering. It's just I took the carbon fiber.
Oh, it's like a vinyl.
Covered my old dash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did that with my dash with the wood. It's just a vinyl wrap.
Well, this was the wood.
Okay.
Like the wood color.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I put the carbon fiber on there, and I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it does look great. But yeah, this thing is just cool. Just plain old cool, huh?
Got little 10-inch wheels.
Yeah, and you still having the rubbing issue?
Yeah, on the one side I am.
Yeah.
I don't know, this side looks like it might rub too. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
It's those. You don't have spacers on that, right? No. Yeah. So it's just must be the dish, the type of dish that's on the wheel. Yeah, he just has to watch how hard he turns it so he don't rub the flares. But yeah, this thing is sweet. Yeah, I thought you guys would like that. Who built your motor?
Me and my son built it.
Okay.
I took it down to a place in Mercer. Can't think of the name of the guy. He's the one that did all the work to it. He basically cleaned the whole engine, resurfaced everything. You know, he built the head.
Okay.
I didn't want to mess with the head, but all we did is assembled the engine.
Yeah.
Me and my son.
Okay.
And but they did everything else, all the work down there and machine work and stuff.
That thing's just neat.
And then we just put it together, and you know.
Yeah, you did that over the winter, and then you had to have back surgery, so you were
I
down
had back
for a bit.
surgery here a month and a half ago, and
Yeah, so he was down for a little bit, and then.
well, actually November I had back surgery in November, and then another one a month and a half ago.
Oh, geez.
So I had two of them. So
Yeah, trying to get ready for. Well, we all been wanting and itching to go to the car shows and get them out. So we're gonna crack on with this distributor, get this thing timed just right. From what I got on reading, what was that? 42.
yeah, about
42 degrees of total advance at idle. So that's not good. It should, so we're going to try and get this to where it should be, right around with the static. What I'd say it was about 15 degrees or something like that, and then at 1,000 RPM or so. I got it written down, but we're going to attempt to get that squared away because it's running a little hot. But as we were saying, we don't know if the thermostat, he doesn't know what the thermostat, remembers what the thermostat is in it. But we had it idling for what, maybe 5 minutes or so, got it up and running, and she got pretty warm. But we're sitting still too, there's no air moving across it, but we're tinkering. So I'll bring you back later, and whenever we get to wherever we got to go, get with it. Well, this is where we're at. We got the distributor out. We cannot get any more advanced timing because the distributor is hitting on the oil pressure sensor. He's looking for one that he bought, which is smaller, like this one. And if he can find that, we're going to swap that out so that we can get more swing on the advance. We were going to try to retime the gear drive, but doesn't really know if we can pull it out like the Triumph. You can pull that gear out, TR6 also. You can pull that out and re-clock it onto the oil pump, and your distributor will set differently so that you can get your advanced and retard setting on the timing. So hopefully we can find something there. If he can find it and maybe get that in there, we'll be able to move forward. Yeah, we did find her. Got her in there, so now I'm hoping we have that swing that we need with the distributor. Need to change the wire end and then get her back together. Yeah, there we go. We got her set up, distributor back in, everything hooked up, timing set, the wires run correctly. We haven't set the timing yet, but we have the distributor loose and we're going to fire it, get it up to running temp, and see where we're at. Before we were like 42 degrees before top dead center, and that's way too much. It should be what they're saying with these minis, 8 to 10 degrees before top dead center, but this is a modified motor, so we may have to change that. That's what we're looking at. Okay, we got the timing set, had her running, got her up to temp, but we're got an issue. We're suspecting possibly the thermostat. It's either too high one or not opening, because we got a totally different temp of about 190 here and low 100s here across the radiator. And then we even developed an oil leak. Gonna try and find out where that's coming from. So, but timing and carburetor is set up to where it's running good throttle response, firing right over, set at about 10-12 degrees before top dead center. So it's, well, we're at a standstill for now. Well, unless Jim dives into the thermostat. Everything's tuned, timed. We're suspecting the thermostat might be too high of a thermostat, or it's sticking, because the temperature between here and here with my laser and over here is a big difference. Even on the bottom side of the radiator, shooting at it, it did, as I shown you, puked out. So I'm kind of suspecting water flow. But as for Jim, what made you decide to get into the British cars? You're a glutton for punishment?
I just seen it and
I am.
Thought I had to have it. I just like the little car, and I've always liked the minis.
Yeah.
And
well, they do have a newer Mini outside the garage here too.
I have a 2017 Mini, and I seen this one, and I don't know, thought I had to have it.
Yeah, it's definitely a different piece of machinery.
So I went from a Corvette to the classic Mini.
Well,
big change.
Yeah, you've been into you even said you had the Vet, and you had another.
Had Camaros.
And yep.
Just wanted something different. you know, so I'd seen this one pop up, and it's just like, oh, that's pretty neat. I think I have to get it. So
Yeah,
I
no
did.
doubt.
I got it. Now it's like piece of work. Work, work, work. It's all you do to them.
Yeah, that's the upkeep.
I'll get it. It'll just take some time, and I don't know, figure out things here and there as they come up, and I guess that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's all you can do is keep at it. They're a labor of love, just like you know with the older cars too. You know, labor of love. You got to keep at it. Certain things, you know. Same with these. It's just.
Oh yeah. And then you go doing what I did, putting a supercharger, and that's just more extra.
Well, and these motors, they were probably right around what factory horse,
50.
50 to
50
70
horse.
maybe.
Some of them are 70.
Yeah, and then you're supercharging it, and so you're probably pushing up there close to 90 to 100 now.
Probably 80 to 100 horsepower.
Yep, unless you put it on a dyno and find out, but you know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to make a boot in the pants whenever you do hit the go pedal.
I know before I could get the front tires, then I'd make them front tires spin pretty good. But I didn't know that it was 440 over either, so.
Yeah, it was already reworked prior to you getting it, yeah.
And I just did all the extra work to it.
Well, at least we got you close to being tuned. Like I said, I can always do a little tweaking here and there, but we are close. Timing set. At least we got that to where our timing we weren't even able to get close to where we're set at. But to find out that sensor we put in for the oil seeming not to work because his oil gauge is showing 0. But we know that we're getting oil pressure, but may have to change.
Yeah, I'll probably
Change that.
either change the gauge or change that thing out.
Yeah, maybe do a testing on the back side of the gauge and see if you are getting some sort of signal to the gauge. But if your gauge was working before, I'm kind of leaning toward the sensor. Okay, guys. Well, we're done there. My phone died. I didn't have a way to charge it. Plus, I got a text message just before my phone died that I needed to get to my mother's. I guess my son had to go off to work, and my mom has not had lunch yet, and it's going on 2:30. So it's time to go get her something to eat. But what do you think of that car? Fun little toy there, right? But we did get it running. Go to find out that the oil pressure sending unit wasn't working, so it's showing no oil pressure. He's going to change it over to a mechanical oil pressure gauge, which I would recommend. And if you guys go that route, don't use the plastic hose that comes with them. They should dig them, because if they wear through, chafe through, whatever, you get oil everywhere. Get the brass hose kit for it, and use that. And then with the overheating, we were reading 190, 195 at the thermostat housing with my laser temp gun, and close to 130 at the inlet of the radiator. So I'm kind of suspecting the thermostat. And then over by the top of the radiator where the cap is at, it was even lower. So I'm suspecting thermostat, so I told him to change that out. He does have a 165 degree thermostat for it. I said, yep, throw that in there, and then also take a couple, take a drill and put a couple holes on the flange of the thermostat, so because if they stick shut, you're going to overheat your motor. With those holes, at least you'll have some water flow, unless you get a thermostat that is fail safe, which if they go bad, they stick open. So he's going to change that out and hopefully get that and flush it, put new coolant in, but we're kind of thinking that the oil drip is from the crank seal behind the pressure plate and clutch. And I told him, it says it could be that you got too much crankcase pressure, and need to try to change that, get to where it gets a vacuum on it. It says it could be, couldn't be, but I don't know. But I'm heading to my mom's. But I thank you guys for hanging out. Something a little new with the channel. I'm trying to do some more videos like this, talking with a little bit with folks that I know that have great cars, do little interviews, talk with their cars, little wrench work here and there. I helped them out with tuning that Weber TCOE 45 and got it timed, which he was way off, and he was way advanced in timing, and that makes a big difference on how your car will run and heat, if it heats up, and etc. But I thank you guys for hanging out this long. If you did, good for you. Thank you. Give me a big thumbs up and not the finger. Leave a comment. I always try to reply to my comments, and it's a good way for me to find your channel. If you've got videos and all that, like your stuff, I'll subscribe. So why don't you do the same? Click that subscribe button. But hey, we're gonna head over there and take care of my mom, and we'll catch you on the next one. And hey, check this video out. You might like it, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you much. Peace.